We start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video, when the price was within this move, we mentioned if we get any trade for buy, we will take it, and this is what we get. And we mentioned if after that, we mentioned if we wants to see the, we put the target as a 0.11, which is this one for Ombo 0.117. Okay, we mentioned we put this one as a target and we want to see the price whether it can break this soon or not. As you can see, almost the price, it couldn't take the second target, but after that the price dropped because even we highlight me this one turned to flat. That's why we mentioned we want to see the breakout of this. If the price cannot break, the price can reverse. Okay, then we remove these things. And now we want to see what's the next, whether this is a flat for one more drop, or we can put this one as a correction in relative to this. Now we want to see how we can look for trade. In this case, first we start with higher time frame. We start with daily chart. And as you can see, based on daily chart, still we are within this consolidate correction. We mentioned the price can consolidate here for longer time. Okay. Anyway, we don't have anything to discuss. And if we move to forward chart, and the only thing is we have been looking for this one as a flat. And this is what we get. Now, we want to see whether this is a flat internal for one more drop. And the next drop, we want to see whether the price can retest the previous low or this is the start of the up move. Okay, then how we can look for trade? We don't need for the price to retest the previous low for buy. Any trade setup for buy, we will take the trade. And now we're looking at this part. And the best things is if the price can retest at least this low, then from there we look for reversal. Because maybe from there, if the price drop, maybe we can see the divergence based on forward chart. And even if we move to 1 hour chart, the possibility of the price drop and we get the divergence mostly based on MACD is very high. Okay, that's why if this one turned to flat and this one retests the previous low, any reversal from there, we can look for buy. We don't need for the price to retest the previous low, which is this one, based on forward chart. Then how we can look for trade? But from what we see here, we can put this one as a correction in relative to this. Now, which one should need? We need to look for whether this is a correction relative to this for one move up or this one turned to a flat. Okay, now one thing I need to highlight here, again, we can expect this one give us an internal flat for one more drop, and if the price retest the previous low, then any reversal from there we can consider as a long term. But if the price reverse from here, we can expect the price to break this top, and with this one turn to bigger correction for one more drop. Okay, then the best option is if the price can retest the previous low. But again, if we want to look for buy, even if we get any trade setup for buy here, we will take the trade. Okay, then right now we're looking at, first we look at this part. If the price reverse as a corrective, we can look for this one for one more drop, then from there we take the trade. Okay, that's mean as long as the price haven't broke 0.1, any reversal, any trade setup for buy, we will take the trade. Okay, now either the price reverse from here or this one turn to flat, give us one more drop, we get the reversal. It doesn't matter. Any reversal as a sharp move flag, we will take it. With the breakout of this top, we have to start to manage. As I mentioned, we can expect either this one turn. If we get it, give us one move up, we can look at this one because we mentioned this one can turn to big correction. How we can look at this? If this one give us one move up, we can look at this as a flat, and this is the first move as a 1, 2, 3, 4, one more drop. Okay, and this is if we get the one more drop, then we get this one, the possibility of this one drop quite sharp is very high. Okay, now how I'm going to look for trade now? First, I'm looking at this again. If I see any reversal with a sharp move flag, I will take the trade, and with the breakout of 0.115, I will start to manage. And if the price either correct here and start to drop, I'm not really keen. I'm not really interested to look for sell, because even if we get a sell, we can expect the price to give us a small correction drop is a short-term sell. Okay, and having entry above here in case the price sharply reverse can be an option. It's not a really good option, but not a really good trade setup, but we can consider as option in case anyone wants any traders wants if they wants to take the trade, they can have entry above here as an option. But what we want, in case the price sharply reverse and we want the price tag break and continue, if the price tag we see within 1 or 2 hours is not moving, we take out the trade. Okay, if the price reverse from here, the best things is if we get the sharp move flag, we can take the trade with the breakout of this stop, we start to manage it. Anyway, we don't have any trade set up now. Just now I mentioned how we can look at this one, and the best is if the price can retest the previous low. Okay, because at that time we can look at this one as a flat. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share.